Okay, we're gonna tell a story here about our Suzuki Van fork, about a problem we had and how to solve it. So these forks are extremely simple, and I'll say you can use this on any damper style fork. The procedure here, very simple fork to take apart. Uh, from per the manufacturer, you're supposed to take the cap off, take the spring off, dump out the fluid. They're going to tell you to stick a special tool you won't have down in here to hold the damper assembly and break it loose. Well, as many people know, you can just put the spring back in, put the cap back on, or the spacer, whatever your fork has, and then that's enough pressure on the damper assembly to just get an air gun or a electric, pneumatic, whatever gun, impact gun, and break the bolt loose. And this bolt will come out. Well, I've done that with success forever. Never had one that wouldn't come loose. Even sometimes you turn it upside down, put some extra pressure on it, and that'll do it. Well, wasn't happening on this fork. Finally got one that's just not happening. I even heated it, no luck. So I was like, all right, we're gonna have to find the special tool. Turns out they're on back order everywhere. There's one on eBay for like triple the price it's supposed to be, and I was like, I don't want to do that, and I need to do it now. So I did find this is kind of what the factory tool would look like that goes down in the fork. You would have to have, you know, like a ridiculously long extension to reach down in there. With this tool on the end, it goes down in the fork and then it engages with this damper assembly. Well, this one is too long, so it bottoms out before it actually engages. So I was like, maybe I could cut this, modify it, make it work. I really didn't want to ruin this one, and then if that didn't grab this correctly and stripped it out or something, it's like, man, I'm going down a bad path here. So digging around in the toolbox, I thought there's got to be something that'll fit this. So what I did find that would fit this fork, this might not work on every fork, a lot of these do have this style, but it's a 19 millimeter hex socket. Now you could probably find this in an auto parts store, and if that's you calling, I'll get the phone, I'll get your message here in just a minute. But anyway, or if not, if you can't find it locally, you could definitely order this at a reasonable price and get one. So this went down in there, and I had to just kind of guess, but I'm like, wow, that really feels like it engages properly. And it did. So I put that in there and then broke that bolt loose, and it was ridiculously tight. I don't know what kind of thread lock they put on this thing. I've never had one that tight before, but this 19 millimeter socket did solve the problem on this Van 200 fork. So pass that on, and then you can actually get your forks apart. You can certainly contact us here at encyclopedia.com if you're having trouble with this or any fork, and we'll be glad to help you out with it. And like I said, normally you can just put your fork back together. That would even work. Like with this thing fully assembled, that spring pressure, it'll probably even work to put this bolt back in and torque it down. But technically you should have a holder tool in there. So just one situation where you don't necessarily have to have the factory tool. There's actually something commercially available that was a much better option. So hopefully that saves you guys, if you're going to do this, a huge problem and a headache. It makes it a whole lot easier. So there you go.